Hi everyone! Today I will share with you my secret recipes for making Vietnamese pickles. I will be making 5 different kinds of Vietnamese pickles with the same recipe, and let's see how they turned out. Let's begin!
Helen's Recipes.
Step 1. Choose and prepare the ingredients. For pickled mustard greens, choose the one with thicker stems. Remove the bad parts and then sun dry for about 2 to 3 hours. If it's not sunny where you live, you can leave it on the counter to dry for about half a day. Cut the mustard greens into about 2-inch length. Rinse well a few times and drain. To pickle mixed vegetables, you can use cauliflower, carrot, kohlrabi, cucumber, ginger, chilies, and shallots. Separate the cauliflower and cut into small florets. Cut the kohlrabi into sticks using a waving knife. Remove the seeds of the cucumber and cut into about 1/2 inch thick slices. For shallot, just peel and cut in half. Step 2. Sterilizing the jars and the utensils. To make sure the pickles don't go bad, make sure the pickling jars are perfectly clean. It's best to use glass jar. All the utensils you use in the pickling process have to be clean and free of oil. Otherwise, it will not get fermented properly and it's easy to go bad. The next step is to prepare the brine. This is a very crucial step because it will decide the taste of the pickles later. I use the purified water from my Puric water filter at home to make sure that the water is perfectly clean and no contamination in the water that will interfere the fermentation process. With 1.5 liters of water, add 2 tablespoons of salt, a tablespoon of sugar, and half a cup of rice rinsing water. That's the water that we use to wash the rice. Use the rice water after the 3rd wash to make sure that it's really clean. Stir well until the sugar and salt is fully dissolved. Next are the tips for pickling different kinds of vegetables. For mustard greens, in order to get the really nice yellow color and crunchy pickles, you bring a large saucepan of water to a full boil and then turn off the heat. Then add the mustard greens and place a plate on top. Push it out to make sure the mustard greens is fully submerged in the water. Leave overnight. The mustard greens will turn pale yellow and the mustard taste is less spicy. Put in a jar together with some chopped green onions and chilies. Pour the pickling brine to fill the jar. For the mixed vegetables, toss with some salt and leave for about half an hour to remove the water content in the vegetables. Sun dry for about half a day to make sure that it will be crunchy. Place them in a jar, adjusting the beautiful flowers against the wall so they will all look pretty. Push it down to make sure it's fully submerged. For the baby eggplant, you remove the stem. Do not cut into it so that the pickles won't turn soft after pickling. Soak them in salted water for about 15 minutes and insert in a jar together with some thinly sliced galangal and chilies. For pickled bean sprouts, I mix bean sprouts with shredded carrot, some garlic chives, and julienne ginger. You pour the brine over and soak for about 1 hour so it will be wilted and it's easier to insert into a jar that way. For pickled cabbage, I mix cabbage with Vietnamese mint, some shredded carrot, and same thing, put in the jar, pour the brine, and close the lid. You just leave them in one place, undisturbed, for about 2 to 3 days. And they will be nicely pickled and becomes really crunchy and delicious. They will pickle faster under the sun. When you take the pickles out of the jar, make sure that you use the clean utensils and use them from the top to the bottom gradually. When it's nicely sour, you can put into the fridge to slow down the fermentation. It's really great to serve with meat dishes and grilled food. You can use them to cook sweet and sour soup or in braised dishes. And these pretty jars could be a great decor for your little kitchen corner, right? I hope you liked today's video and don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. I will see you then next time. Bye!